Órale, Cholo Trucker Más Movies and Shows, and here we got the movie Rebel Ridge. Now, Rebel Ridge came out in 2024. It is 2 hours and 11 minutes long. Rotten Tomatoes has it at 96%. Man, they got it way up there. 96%. Let's get to the description. A former Marine confronts corruption in a small town when local law enforcement unjustly seizes the bag of cash he needs to post his cousin's bail. Yeah, that's how the movie starts. Now you can only watch this movie on Netflix. It is a Netflix movie, and that's where I seen it. Now I did see the trailer, and I was like, "Huh, okay, looks pretty interesting." And I went ahead and watched it, and I'm glad I did. This is a pretty darn good movie, man. Now, it gets a little bit long at some point, but it doesn't really bother me much. So, basically, the description, it pretty much tells you the beginning of the movie. He's got cash on him. He's riding a bike. He's going to post his cousin's bail so they could start a little company together. And cops pull him over. They see he's got 30 grand on him. You know what? Let's go ahead and let's keep this money and we'll just let you go. It's a small town. Sheriffs were corrupt and we'll just keep the money and you're not going to do anything about it. It's got a bunch of actors that I don't really know except for Don Johnson, right? And I think one of the sheriffs, I've seen him in something else. Um, but, this Marine, I like his character. I don't know the actor. Maybe you guys can let me know if you've seen him in something else. I don't know the actor, but he did a damn good job. Like a really good job and just keeping his composure. At times he'll go ahead, he'll blow a fuse, but always seems like he's got it under control. The movie just drags on a little bit in the beginning to get to the actual action, right? Because he's over there trying to be a law abiding citizen. He's trying to get the money back. He's trying to see his cousin. And he's realizing that they're just screwing him over. They're just making him run through hoops like he's some sort of circus animal just to find out that, hey, none of this was really going to happen. Now just get the heck out of here. And at some point, he kind of says, like, okay, fine, I will. Here's the thing. He grows a relationship with Homegirl, which that's probably the part of the movie where I'm just kind of like, huh, okay, kind of scratching my head, like, why is old girl over there willing to go the distance for him? They just barely met each other, and her explanation is, you need help. I could see that. Now, I mean, she has her home backstory and all that stuff, her sad story, but I found it a little perplexing of like, if she's really gonna stick her neck out there for some stranger she just met, and now they're acting like they're really, 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 really good friends, and they grew up together, they're brother and sister or something like that. Like, nah, I'm not buying that part. But that aside, look, that aside, I thought this movie was done very well. I was really entertained. He comes back. The sheriffs actually figure out, holy smokes, this guy is the real deal. He was just being very polite and being nice to us. And now we got to deal with this guy. So corrupt cops are trying to make this guy the villain. In the meanwhile, this guy is using his expertise to deal with these local sheriffs here. And it's a damn good movie. I really enjoyed it. I really did. I don't want to spoil it too much for you guys, but him, it seems like he really has a real special relationship with his cousin, and that's what kind of breaks him a little bit. And then the relationship that he has with old girl, man, that just is willing to ride and die for him for no apparent reason other than the fact that she sees that he needs help. But look, I do recommend this movie. Like I said, at some point it does get a little lengthy. And I'm like, At some point I did forget, like, well, wait a second. You were in this all for your cousin. I almost kind of forgot how all this started and it was for your cousin. But oh well. The ending of the movie, I will say, it does kind of ruin it for me a little bit. I'm still kind of left like, all right, so what happens? I mean, I could kind of put the pieces together. I understand that. It's not like, whoa, it leaves you in a cliffhanger. No, you can put the pieces together, but it's like, whoa, hang on a second here. Um, what happens next? I kind of want to see what happens next. Again, it's not a major cliffhanger. It's just leading you to believe one thing, but you're not really sure. It's like, well, is he really that safe? I mean, it's not really guarded that well, but nonetheless, look, I do recommend this movie. It's a little over 2 hours long, but I do recommend this movie, and I really did enjoy it. That is Rebel Ridge. Cholo Trucker, Moss Movies and Shows. Catch you guys on next one.